Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of Complete Solo Run here in Toontown Rewritten. Did we get Toon Tasks? Yes, we did. Okay. I only defeated 8 cogs in that building. Wow. I guess we'll do another 3-story cog building. Okay, do I have gags? No, I do not. Okay. Well, today is March 23rd. I guess I can talk about a bit about the NHL. Currently, the Wild are basically 2 points away from clinching a playoff spot, and they should be able to do that today. Either with a win against the Flyers or an LA Kings loss against the Jets. Oh, photo fun. I love photo fun. Which that is a game that Jets desperately need if they want to make the playoffs. Jets are 2 points behind the Kings, playing a game more, so if Winnipeg wins this game, they will actually tie LA Kings, but they have to catch up against either St. Louis or Nashville. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Yeah, not work. Well, I'm doing a 3-star building, so whatever. And of course, the Wild have been on a major slump. I think in our last 10, we've won three games. Which, yay. The Wild cannot seem to go a season without going on a major losing streak. Of course, I'm not sure that there are many teams that don't go on at least a 4 or 5 game losing streak at some point in the season. It's rare when you get like the 14 game losing streak they had last year. It's also rare when you get on like a 14 game win streak that Columbus had this year. But win streaks happen. Win streaks happen, so do losing streaks. They'll happen to basically every team in this league. Like, I mean, what, 2 years ago, I want to say? What, it was when the Wild knocked out the Tarasenko Blues. This was back when Oshie and Backus were still on that team. And Shattenkirk. But the latter half of that season, they didn't go they did not have 2 straight losses until they got swept by Chicago. So, you know. Which that is incredibly rare. Stuff like that barely happens. And I mean, yeah. Okay. So what else? F1 starts this weekend. Now, by the time I've uploaded this, the race will already be long over. In fact, they'll probably be doing the second race this season. But Ferrari looks quick. Ferrari looks really quick. Mercedes is always on pace. Red Bull, I don't know. Red Bull might be challenging Williams here, or I should say Williams are challenging Red Bull here. Which, I mean, yeah, you never really know. Red Bull could just be amazing and just destroy Mercedes and Ferrari. Maybe Haas. I don't think Haas can do much. I mean, Haas will probably solidly be competing for points, but I don't expect them to really have much effect in, the podium battle or the Constructors' Championship. But you never really know. There's only 10 teams in the field this year, so 20 cars, 10 they get points, so it's also hard to figure out who the back markers are going to be. You have to assume, well, Sauber, you have to assume Renault. Those 2 cars have not looked that quick, but who else do you have? I mean, McLaren, looks fairly quick, but they are they've been plagued with mechanical failures and other failures over practice. So we'll see. We will see. And remember when I had issues doing a 3-story building? Now I'm just mindlessly going through it. Like it's nothing, because it is nothing. Which I don't remember actually ever doing a 3-story building solo, going through Minnie's Building before. Probably because I never had a birthday cake at this stage in the game. I've not actually had the, what? The whole cream pie before getting the whole cream pie task. My gags are pretty advanced for my level of gameplay, which makes this a lot easier than it really should be. But the thing is, in order to get to this stage in the game, I had to go through a factory, which required my level of gags to actually get through it with any success. Which that just goes to show you how powerful the level 6 gag is. Because originally in Toontown, before they had, originally, they didn't have level 7 gags. The level 6 was the max, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go screw it. I can use square XP. Because right now, here in Toontown, I mean, basically the level 6 gag for every track allows you to essentially destroy any level cog. With a simple civis. Granted, you can't kill level 12 with one gag. In fact, I don't even think you can kill level 11 with most. You can kill them with, what, TNT and an organic birthday cake. I think that's it. So, and even then, you can't kill a level 11 without taking damage if you're soloing. That's what the level 7 gags are for, which basically means I won't need to use my level 7 gags for the most part. Maybe during the 4-story buildings, we'll see. We'll see. Am I on the street? I'm not, okay. Let's see what that task is going to give us, and then choose the other task accordingly. But going back to hockey, this is on a kind of a bit of a slump. The Washington Capitals. The Capitals, I'm not sure what's going on there. They are just, it's like, there was a point in the league where the Capitals and the Wild were the best two teams in this league. Capitals more so than the Wild, of course. The Capitals are so stacked. They really are. But both these teams have just kind of been slumping. And I mean, you'd rather do this now than 2-3 weeks from now when the playoffs actually start. But yeah. Yeah, I really want the Capitals to go far, honestly. Ovechkin needs to at least get to the third round of the playoffs at some point. Like the Capitals just continue to get amazing squads, amazing teams to produce amazing results in the regular season. Playoffs. They cannot make it out of the second round of the playoffs. They just can't. Oh, take it to another freaking building. Yay! So, yeah, just a warning, when the playoffs start, this is going to become more of a NHL podcast, just like how this was when I was in UHH. Speaking of UHH, I'm not sure when that's going to start back up again. It was supposed to start, what, spring? But they have not said anything about it yet. So we'll see. Maybe, maybe it'll start in the summer. You know, summer UHH, which I'd be fine with, because I don't do anything over the summer. I've got 3 months to do nothing, and that's gonna be really enjoyable. But yeah, if that's when the UHH starts, that would be amazing. I think I would love that. I'd rather do that than try to juggle school in UHH. Because UHH requires a lot of time if you want to be competitive. Now, granted, depends who you're playing. If you're playing Matthias Anderson, well, you've got Monday. If you're playing Matthias, yes, Matthias, right? Yeah. If you're playing, I don't know, Chad and Jesse or something like that, yeah, you get one achievement, you've won. Just, it really depends on who you're playing. It always has. I don't know what those guys are doing. Whew. Well, we'll see. The Maple Leafs also look like a very strong team this year. What, they were in last place at the end of last year? Or end of last season? Or something like that? I mean, I think they were last, yeah. Now, they also won the draft lottery, getting Austin Matthews, which he's helped their team quite a bit. He's helped that team a lot. The Maple Leafs have got a lot of good rookies. They really do. Oh, interesting. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Oh, it's on the street. Okay. Okay, where? Oh, it's just right next door. You couldn't have walked right next door to get the request? Come on, guy, what are you doing? Inventory or inventory? How can I do an inventory if I don't have the form? Go see if Clef blah 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 blah. Where's Clef? Do you have to go back to the same? No, it's just... I hate these building tasks. I really do. I mean, I get that it's kind of build story progression, but there's not really that much of a story in this game. Is there one? Yeah, sure. But not really. I'm so glad they had the map. I mean, it was at the end of, Toontown Rewritten had the map, but... Nope. Get out of here, Kiki. Sure, I got an inventory form from on, but they ain't free now. I'll tell you, Woot. Woot. I wonder if that is actually how it was spelled in Toontown Line. I'll trade you for a whole cream pie. Cool runnings. They're mighty nice. Here be your form for Fifi. Fifi build. Wow. So this is the whole cream pie task? Really? I didn't realize this is the whole cream pie task. Huh. I had no idea. Right, Clef, yeah. That did sound familiar. That's why I kind of thought it was just go back to the same building then, because I remember the name Clef. Huh. Probably the easiest whole cream pie task I've done. Heck, that's a big help. I don't know why I'm doing this accent, but yeah. See you, Jeff. Whew. I don't really know what to talk about. Because there's not really a much of a playoff race happening anymore. I mean, the West is kind of set. Oh, I've just flat out completed the task. Okay. But the West is kind of set. I mean, you can have people change within the matchup, but as far as actually fighting for a playoff as far as actually fighting for a playoff spot, it's pretty much set. The LA Kings are 8 points behind Nashville, so I mean, unless Nashville just tanks, I say Nashville or Tarasenko. Unless either of those two teams tank, and either the Kings or Winnipeg do just absolutely amazing, though our playoffs are set. Now, granted, that's not who's going to play who, which is why I can't really talk about the actual playoffs, but I mean, the 8 teams that we're going to send in the Western Conference are pretty much set. The Eastern, I think, is slightly different, but still not really. I mean, yeah, 4 teams that have already clinched in the East, all of which are from the Metropolitan. Yeah, Metropolitan. So, which, God, whoever wins the Atlantic Division, not really gonna have an easy first playoff game, just because of how stacked the Metropolitan Division is. Did I say 4? I guess Rangers haven't clinched yet. Right, yeah, because only 4 teams have clinched, and one of them Chicago. But honestly, if you're the Canadiens, Montreal, I feel like you just want to tank at this point. Just let Ottawa overtake you, and then you play Toronto. Granted, Toronto is a dangerous team. I'm not sure if you want to actually play. There's not a lot of teams in this league that you'd want to play. Maybe the Tarasenko Blues, because they suck at the playoffs. Maybe the Washington Capitals even in the second round. I don't know. But it looks like the Red Wings are not going to make playoffs, which is, yeah. Okay, continue on with this episode. It is a little later. I say a little later. The F1 race has already happened. All the Australian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel. Vettel. Out of Vettel. Vettel overcutting the Mercedes. Wins the race by, I think, about 9 seconds. Just about 10 seconds, actually. 9.975 is the official number on that. Ferrari. There's a lot of pace in these Ferraris. Now, granted, I mean, Hamilton got to a good start. You know, probably was about, I think, 1.8 seconds ahead of Vettel for the first stint, but then Hamilton pitted. And Vettel just stayed out on the ultra softs. He just stayed out there, and eventually, after Hamilton got held up by Verstappen, who's now VER instead of VES. I think I liked him better as VES. I don't know why, because VER are the first 3 letters of his name, but I think I liked VES better than VER. But anyways, I've got full gags. I didn't even check. But anyways, Vettel just absolutely destroyed the Mercedes. Granted, Raikkonen got 4th, so I mean, that's not to say the Ferraris are absolutely faster than the Mercedes. I think the Mercedes will probably still win the Constructors' Championship, sadly, but it's at least going to be competitive. It's at least going to be competitive. Okay. I don't want to do sub HQ. No. No. Lovely. Not a single task I want to do. I guess I'll do this one. No. I'd rather not go for specific cog. I'll do 16 cogs minutes Island. Yeah, that's fine. So what I gotta do? 32 cogs, 20 level 3 plus cogs, and then 16 cogs in ML. Okay. Whew. But the F1 cars this year look really quick. I mean, they just absolutely quick. I think they're like a second or two faster than they were last year. Which, granting that they're keeping the same V6 engine, this is all aerodynamics and tire width, really. Just the regulation change to make these cars that much faster. It's kind of amazing. So, what, Hamilton did a 1:22.1 in qualifying? I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know what they did last year, I want to say. But I want to say it's like, they did a 1:24 something in qualifying? If not a 1:25? I don't know. Anyhow. Well, Grosjean with Haas, absolutely flying. Qualifying P6. This Haas team really could be one of the top midfield teams. Now, Magnussen only got 17th in qualifying, and both of them failed to finish the race. I know Grosjean had an engine failure, which seems to be kind of common with the 2016 Ferrari engines for some reason. Because I know that at the beginning of the season last year, that Ferrari also had the same issue with these engines, so we'll see how that plays out. I'll do a 3-story building. We'll see how it plays out. I think Haas very much could get 5th in the constructors. I don't expect them to beat Williams, but they very well could get 5th. Red Bull, not as competitive as I was thinking they'd be. I mean, they essentially get 3 competitive teams. You got Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. Red Bull, I doubt they'll win a race this year. Now granted, they're gonna have an engine upgrade in Canada, which that might help them, but we'll see. The Red Bulls with Verstappen and Ricciardo just could not keep up with the Mercedes. I mean, that's pretty much why Hamilton lost the race, because Hamilton couldn't get around Verstappen. Like, they have the pace to race up in the up in the top two. Ooh, it's 4-story. I want to do a 4-story. I could. Let's do a 3-story. They have the pace. It's just not to keep up with the leaders. Red Bull will probably easily dominate their way to 3rd place. I don't see Williams competing with Red Bull. Williams is, at this point, they're just a midfield team. Whereas Red Bull, I mean, they're a top tier team. It's just not they're the back marker of the top tier teams, essentially. Now, I mean, said Verstappen was catching Raikkonen for quite some time, but I don't know. Raikkonen seems to be an outlier. I'm not sure if something was wrong with his car or what, but Raikkonen finished 22 seconds behind Vettel. I'm not sure what that was about. Yeah. But we'll see. Of course, there are only 13 finishes this race, granted. That's because it's the first race of the new regulations, and therefore these cars can be extremely unreliable. Which is why, well, especially the freaking McLarens. God, the McLarens. What are they doing? Like, wow. Okay, could you make a more unreliable car? That's kind of ridiculous. Now, granted, Alonso was going strong to like lap 53, 56, where all of a sudden he had like a suspension issue and the car kept pulling left, and that's why he retired. But wow. I mean, yeah, like, well, Verstappen was 20 seconds off the pace, so 6 behind Raikkonen, and then Massa, 83 seconds. I think his teammate retired, right? Who's his teammate? STR, right? No, Stroll. Yeah, Lance Stroll. Yeah, his teammate retired. So, I'm getting used to the names again, or associated with which team. That, it'll probably take me 2 or 3 races again. Oh well. So now I've talked about F1 for about 10 minutes. Vettel. I guess I can do hockey. Jesus Christ, Wild. Let's get it together here. A 2-4 loss to Coover. And then an overtime loss to the worst team in the East, the Red Wings. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, it's not the worst team in the East anymore. They're New Jersey's worst. Never mind. The second worst team in the East. I think probably the worst team in the Atlantic Division, right? Yeah. The worst team in the Atlantic Division. Come on! We can't be dropping games like this. Granted, it's almost guaranteed that the Wild will get second now in the standings, or in second standings in the Central Division, and they'll play either Nashville or St. Louis, depending on which team does better. Okay, so they're not playing for anything. However, why can't we score goals? Why is our goaltending terrible now? Like Dubnyk. Granted, Dubnyk doesn't have any help in front of him. Our defense is falling apart. The entire team needs to be better, but we can't drop games like this to Detroit and Coover. They play the Capitals tomorrow, so they'll probably win that game, because that's how this league works. They'll probably beat the Capitals 3-0, and then go on to lose to Ottawa 5-0. That's just how this league works. It's just how this flippin' league works. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, I didn't kill him? Oh. I can't math. Whoops. Right, because 27 doesn't kill all 5. No. damage I didn't need to be taken, but who cares? Who cares? And that's all I really wanted to rant about with the Wild. I mean, will it turn around? I'm sure it'll turn around. I'm sure come playoffs, they'll at least get to Chicago. I just want to beat Chicago. That's all I want to do, is just beat Chicago. I'm tired of getting knocked out by Chicago. Granted, we didn't last year. We got knocked out by the North Stars, but I'm tired of losing to Chicago in the playoffs. I want to beat this team. Ugh. And well, the playoff race in the West, with about 7 games to go for every team-ish. Some are at 74, some are at 75, and some are at 76. Why I say that? It's pretty much locked up. The LA Kings are 9 points behind St. Louis, playing 7 more games. That's not a gap that's going to be made up unless St. Louis or Nashville goes on a major losing streak like the Wild are doing. If they do that, maybe. The LA Kings still would need to play amazing. It's pretty much locked up. Unlike in the East, where you've got... I mean, there's still a lot of teams in the fight. I would say up to Florida is in the fight. Florida being 7 points off of Boston for the final wildcard spot. Florida being the 5th team outside the playoffs. The East, the playoff race is wide open. Okay, it's the only 3 teams really don't have a chance of making it. Mathematically, they do. I think New Jersey's out of it, but mathematically, Detroit and Buffalo could still make it, but I wouldn't really rely on that. I'll do more building, and I'll call it an episode. But go back to F1. The Austrian Grand Prix is a one-stop race. Vettel's ultra soft tires, ultra soft, for once, yeah. They lasted 27 laps, I think. Why did the ultra soft tires last for 27 laps? I think Pirelli has made their tires probably too tough. Because, I mean, that is a key part of strategy in F1, is tires degrading. If Vettel can continue to set the fastest lap 20 laps into the softest compound's lifespan, that's not great. I don't like the direction of a one-stop race, but I like the end result of Vettel winning, so we'll see. We'll see. Because, I mean, tire strategy is the key part. And everybody is going to qualify on the Ultra Softs in Q2. Can you get away with doing the Super Softs? Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say the Prime tire. Right? Wait, no. The Option's better, right? Because Option is better than Prime for some unknown reason. I've never understood that. Now, do they still call them Prime and Option? I'm not sure. I mean, they might. But there are 3 compounds now instead of 2, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we'll do this building and then we'll call it an episode. Yay! Maybe I'll have something more to rant about. Yeah, especially when I record the next episode, the playoff race will be a little tighter. Um, Actually, I said that it'll be probably about 3 days from now when I record that. The playoff race won't have changed much. Oh, the cogs have already taken over my building. Wow, that was quick. Okay, and Love Lake Cog. This is going to be a little harder of a building than I was anticipating. Is this going to kill it? I'm not sure. No. Well, I mean, it's the strongest gag I could have thrown at it, so. I could have saved it, but if I can't even kill Love Lake with it, that's not great. I don't like my chances of success for this building. Oh god. Okay. I guess when you focus on this building, I can't just, kind of casually go through it like do the other one. We got here, second floor. 3 cogs. I'm just. Well, I guess 556. It's 666. The number of the beast. His sacrifice is going on tonight. 666. Number of the beast. Okay. I don't know what kind of message you're trying to send here, Toontown. At least only 2 of them are red. That's great. Whew. Remember when I struggled with 3-story buildings? Yeah, the birthday cake makes things easier. Go figure, right? I can't wait to do the 4-story cog buildings. That's gonna be fun. I mean, I might be able to get away with not needing level 7s for that. It just kind of depends, really, where I do. If I do them in the Burr, I'll probably need level 7s. But if I just do them here in Mini Smelterland, we'll see. Huh. I'm gonna Hypno Goggle, but let's get a calculator out. Okay. So 55 times 1.5 is 82.5. What does he have? 9 times 10, 90. So I can't quite kill him, but that'll hurt him enough. What does the... He has what? 10 times 11, which is 110? So 110 minus 85, right? Okay. I believe the Raw Baron will stay lured for 2 more turns, so I can lure the level 8. Oh my god, another cog? I'm gonna let this one come. I'm gonna Hypno them. Okay. Right, 55. Yeah. Oops, 55 times 1.5, not 1.8. Eh. 82.5, okay. So 110 minus 82 is 28. That's 27. So we're gonna have to risk it with the throw. Please hit. Let's go. Kill level 6, kill level 8, we're done with this building. Man, I thought it was just gonna be a grind. I don't think I was actually have to use any strategy. What strategy? Whew. Not bad, not bad. Because this does what? 40? At 60, he has 90 health. Okay, so two of these. Two of these and he's done. That's 100 damage. Okay. Now, granted, I could lure and then squirt, but I feel like I have a better chance of this hitting than doing that. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well. Okay. Well, I might as well kill a level 3 cog and then... I've got... whatever, we can kill a level 3 cog. Who cares? So I can turn that task. Might as well. There's no reason not to. Let's just overkill him. Yes. Okay, let's turn this task and call it an episode. Flippin' Vettel, let's go. You have no idea how happy that made me. Vettel winning. God, I haven't seen Vettel win. I guess what's in Singapore? 2015? What race that was. Hello, Jeff. Here's your reward. You're done. Well, that's been this episode of Solo Run here in Toontown Rewritten. I will see you guys later.